Hello guys, so the tutorial project is coming on well so far. So far I've been spending most of the time on the front end, uh, rather than the back end, because I've done a bit of back end, but then I'm going more from the front end towards the back end. And it's been interesting, this particular project, right? Because I'm finding it very hard to create the perfect balance between what features are too much and what features are too little. Basically, because this is not a solely a local development type of setup where we are doing everything locally, it's a bit tricky, because now not only are we doing just the front end or just the back end, we are doing both the front end and the back end, and we're also deploying as well. So there's the whole deployment part of the tutorial, of this project, which is also another thing in itself, right? So if I do not create the perfect balance for this project, then we may end up going into lots of hours for a single project, right? Already this is probably going to be 5 hours plus, probably even 10 hours, sort of. It depends, right? Maybe 5 hours plus for sure, but if I don't take it, it's going to go like really long. So that's also a challenge over there. So most of the time I get stuck, and then I sit down for like an hour. So I'm like, should I add this? Should we remove this? Will this make it more fun? Would this make it more interesting? Would this make this project more complicated? How about people that are just starting out? Is it too much information to take at a time? And the experience is really interesting, right? And for me as well, I'm learning, right? I'm learning along the way, so there are so many concepts that I'm sort of refreshing or picking up again. Building the project from ground up is interesting. Now, you have to approach things from a double-minded view, where you are teaching at the same time. You also need to make it intuitive for you yourself that you are building a project. So I'll say it's an interesting journey so far. On the technical side, I haven't had too much challenges. It's not been a lot, just a few hitches here and there. I'm yet to I'm now done with most of the front end parts. I don't want to spoil the project too much, so I'm trying to hide it as much as I can. So for the most part, I'm done with the front end, the basic functionality in the front end. I've just started with the integration with the back end, the authentication part, and then the checking whether the user is logged in and stuff like that. That is what I just started working on just I think a few hours ago, and so far so good, right? So far so good. I like to talk a bit about motivation over here, right? It's not easy working on a tutorial project like this, because you have to build it twice. The first time you build it is for you to understand and really get a concept of what you want to teach and how you want to teach it to your audience. Then you have to build it a second time, this time around doing it for the audience step by step. So imagine building a side project twice. So it requires a lot of discipline. So I think getting to the end of last year, I lost a bit of motivation. I was like, oh my god, am I really going to do this twice? So I was like lazy, and I was dragging through the project and all. But then I realized that, hey, this is really about discipline. So as software engineers, discipline is really important. Even though we are passionate about what we do, even though you are passionate about what you do, you are not always going to find that burning motivation for it. Now, I'm not going to lie. If you're always looking for that burning motivation to start something or continue with something, you are not going to have it, because we are just human. It's just human nature. You're always going to have that up and down type of movement thing, which is always going to come at some point in time, right? So always set up systems and then discipline, and then don't negotiate with yourself. All right, so for this tutorial project, I work on it almost every day from the times of 6 a.m. to about 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. So about 4 hours on this each and almost every day. And that is non-negotiable. So I tell myself, hey, this hour is non-negotiable, whether I feel like it, whether I feel sleepy, whether I feel tired, whatever it is. I have to get it rolling. Okay, and I feel like that has helped. And funny enough, when you take that approach, the happiness, the joy for the project actually starts coming again, because I mean, you love being an engineer, just that sometimes your body fights against you, right? So once you actually get into it, it's really nice. Okay, so I think that is one word of advice I'll leave to you, that try to just add a bit of discipline. Don't rely too much on intrinsic motivation and intrinsic passion, like you're always looking for this full and burning desire to work on the project before you actually start. Nah, it's not going to happen. Okay, so this has been my progress, part 2 of my progress report for this project. I'm hoping that that in the part 3 of this, in the part 3 for this video, for this progress report, I would have made a whole lot more progress, more probably getting to the end of the project. I'm trying to finish this as fast as I can, because then once I'm done, now there's a second part which I have to like shoot the actual video for the tutorial, so that will probably be coming later on. So I want to finish with this as fast as I can, 2 weeks, a week, something of that sort. I mean, considering there's also full-time work and that type of thing, it's going to be a bit harder, but I'm really eager to get this out of the way for you guys, and then so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this, but this is all I have for now, and I really appreciate you guys being on this journey with me through it all. I'm hoping to make this project really cool, keep it balanced, not too complicated, not too easy to as well, for everyone. Okay, so if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let me know what you think, because it really motivates me to keep doing this content and to keep pushing further for this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the part 3 of this video. It's bye for now.